everyone doing today? Happy February 1st. We're finally in February out of January. I felt like that happened really fast. So the purpose of this video is basically, if you guys wanted to ask questions, if you have any struggles that you want to talk about, always leave that down in the comments, and you know, hopefully this can be a community that we can build where we all help each other. For anyone who wants to subscribe to the channel, I think that would be my main goal for this channel, is really to help each other on our community and health journey and all that fun stuff. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the importance of building the right community while I wait for anybody to say anything, I suppose, on this live. So the importance of building the right community is really important. It really helps keep you on the right track. It helps have other people with common goals come together, and it helps you reach those goals much faster than if you were to try to do them on your own. And so building the right community, whether that is a health community, whether that is a mom community, that can really make a really big impact on the way that you live your life. So a long time ago, when my first child was really little, and I felt like I was struggling really hard, and I was trying to look into the best parenting techniques and the right and the wrong things to do all the time, and I constantly felt like a bad mom, and I kept looking at other moms, and I'm like, they seem like they have this down. They seem like they're doing everything right, at least from what it looks like on Facebook, right? Because we all put our put our key moments, like our best moments, on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, because no one wants to put downer things up on those pages. You want to remember the good stuff, which you should. However, I guess I didn't have that sense of reality, and all I saw was that I was failing. So finally, years later, I heard about MOPS, and I joined this moms group, and it kind of brought me into this reality where I realized other moms are just like me. They don't have it down, or they might be more present in this area, but they're struggling in other areas. Or, you know, it just kind of gave me a more sense of what was really out there, and there were people like me who were striving toward the same goals. And when I left there, I felt so encouraged and refreshed and inspired, because I didn't feel alone, and I felt like this is what I was missing. I was missing that sense of community, and that's part of why I felt like I was going crazy and I was struggling. The same with health. Before, I remember I was trying to figure it again, like, I like to analyze things and overanalyze things, and I like to look things up on the computer, read magazines, like what's the best of this and that. And it really wasn't until I started reaching out for help through my friends who had the same kinds of goals. And a lot of them, it's kind of like they might have different body types, or they might be doing different things, but it was, in that sense, it was more about the sense of accountability. I had somebody to talk to about healthy meal planning. I had somebody to bounce ideas off of, somebody else to talk to sometimes about those same kinds of goals. You're gonna often succeed because you're gonna get excited about setting these kinds of things, like about creating this new lifestyle, and you have other people who are encouraging you to do it, opposed to if you have friends who they like to go out to eat a lot. Maybe they like going to the movies and doing like sedentary things. They don't like going out and going to, you know, go on nature walks and stuff like that, which is completely fine. You can have friends at the end of both spectrums. I guess the point is that you want to make sure that you don't only have those kinds of friends who like doing the opposition of what you were trying to achieve, because they usually say those 5 friends that are closest to you is what you're kind of gonna be, sort of. So if you have friends who are constantly broke, then you're gonna be that 4th or 5th friend who is always broke. Whereas if you have your friends and you gravitate toward people who are really excited about saving and finances and trying to get ahead in life, you're going to suck up some of that energy, like in a good way. You're going to get I almost dropped the phone. You're going to get excited. You are going to start getting some motivation and ideas that maybe you would not have had you not had those friends, and you are going to want to keep up with that as well. It's going to be a part of who you are. The power of community to create health is far greater than any physician, clinic, or hospital. Yes, that is completely true. They say that if you have a health goal, if you are trying to get healthy or lose weight, you are at least 2 times likely to reach those goals. Like, you are far more likely, or 60% more likely to reach those goals if you have at least one accountability partner. And that is just something that is really powerful. Yeah, if you have other fit friends, you are going to be healthy and fit, because that is what you're filling your mind with. If I'm constantly watching YouTube videos on finance and growing and fitness, like, those are all the things that are circulating in my brain, so that even when I'm not technically watching them or hearing them, those are the things that come to me. So that's why it's also important to know, like, what you're watching and what you're telling yourself. So a lot of the times I like to try to watch things that are positive and talk about how to positive self-talk and stuff, how to better yourself. And then I try to make sure that I'm telling myself those things too, because there's plenty of days where I'm like, oh, this is hard, I can't do this. And then I recognize that and I tell myself, you can do this, you're just having a bad day, you're struggling, it's fine, maybe reach out to somebody. And again, the importance of community, having somebody there who cares about you, and understands and doesn't just say things like, it's fine if you just have that donut and stuff like that. It's not a big deal to get off your diet, where other people might not. It's not like they're going to shame you for it or say, like, don't you dare have that donut, but they're going to care more about it. They're going to understand where you're coming from, and they're going to understand the importance of you wanting to stick to a diet, or that things are going to be hard, but maybe they have some type of input saying, you know what, on my hard days, this is what I do. So yeah, I guess besides that, I don't have much else to say, but yeah, definitely find your community. There's lots of places you can find them. You can join YouTube communities, you can join Facebook communities. I know that there's even like websites where if you have certain things in common with people, they have certain groups and they go on their outings and stuff like that. Like, you can go hiking together if you don't know enough friends, or you feel like you don't have those friends around you, or you feel awkward about reaching out to people that you haven't talked to in a really long time, because I get that way. I'm an outgoing person when I want to be, but sometimes I get so stuck at home in my own bubble, and I haven't reached out to people in a really long time, and then suddenly I feel really awkward about it. But I mean, you shouldn't, because usually when people haven't reached out to me in a really long time and then they finally do, I don't think that it's weird, or I don't snub them or anything. I get excited. I'm like, oh wow, I haven't heard from this person in a really long time. I'm so glad they reached out to me. Which one of my friends did recently, Danielle, and it was just great. It was great catching up with her, and it just made me feel refreshed, and it really made me think, like, wow, I should do this more often. I should really put myself out there. And she's the type of person who's very positive, and the type of person that I would love to communicate more with, and it really put that in the front of my mind, which is why I'm talking about it now, in building the right community and making sure that you are, I guess, choosing wisely who you spend your time with, and it should be positive both ways. So I want to be able to give positivity to them, so that when they leave our conversation, or we leave each other, they're going to feel happy, they're going to feel good. But I also want to be able to be in a conversation with somebody who gives that energy off too, where we're both just like, wow, like, that was great, and we can't wait to talk again. But yeah, so if you can find people like that, and just, keep in touch with those kind of people, and maybe ask them if they can be your accountability partner. Don't be shy about that. I've done that before, where I felt really weird about asking stuff like that. Kind of like, hey, these seem cool and they have some common goals, but I don't know if they wanna, they don't want, like, I don't know if they want an accountability partner. But I've asked people before and they've said yes, and you know, they've grown into really great friendships, and it was just simply because I asked, and that wouldn't have happened if I didn't. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day. If you guys have any thoughts or comments about this or anything random at all, leave it down below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video, doing another what I eat in a day. I think it's the last one from my box. Every person gets negative things. They learn from those negative things, and you become a positive person. You look at that kind of person's blessings, dear. Yeah, definitely. There's definitely always good takeaways you can get from people. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing what I eat in a day, and then I'm going to be doing the review between the two boxes that I have done through Nutrisystem. I'm going to keep doing some Nutrisystem, but I also want to just add more exercise videos and videos on just healthy eating in general. So not technically Nutrisystem, but there are things that you can definitely incorporate into Nutrisystem, because it'll be a lot of, you know, healthy, like chicken and veggies and all that kind of stuff, like for meal preps. Some things maybe going into keto, because I've tried that diet before, and I do like a lot of things that they have to offer. So I'm just going to be diving into a few little things here and there. So hopefully you guys are interested in those things and you're excited about it the way that I am, and I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Oh, thank you so much. I wish you the best of everything too. Okay, love you guys. Bye.